This is such a big thing, right?
Thank you.
Come on, Jim. Good morning, Colin.
Morning.
Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Hello and welcome to Qatar's first sports podcast, In the Game. I'm your host, Steve Mackey, and we can't wait to introduce you to everything that is sports here in Qatar and afar. We're going to be bringing you personalities, company owners, institutions, individuals that are making a real difference. So, with us, enjoy the journey.
Hello and welcome to In the Game, Qatar's first sports podcast. We've got this very exciting person today, Haajerah.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I tell you, come on. This is really good, and my family's going to be really proud of me because I'm thinking about joining in myself because they're all doing these type of events back in the UK, and they're all showing me the pictures and going through all of these types of different things. I'm going to let you explain, but so they're going to be impressed that you're with me, and I'm saying I'm going to do it. Okay,
We're going to hold you to that.
Yeah, definitely. So come on, please tell us what you're all about.
So we're super excited. I'm here representing Diverse Sports, which is a Qatari company, and we specialize in creating memorable sporting events in Qatar. And our baby is Esrar Race, which is an obstacle course race, and it's Qatar's first and only obstacle course race. This year, we're going to be having our third installment of the race. So we had it in 2017 and 2018. So this will be the third installment. It's happening on November 30th in Aspire Park. And the race consists of 5 kilometers, 20 obstacles. And it's super exciting and super fun. A lot of times when people hear obstacle course race, they think, oh, it might be difficult or I might not be able to do it. But we like to think of our races being open to anyone, whatever your level of fitness is. So we're super excited and we better see you there.
I like the senior side of things. It's like the senior side is 45 years old, right?
Yeah. So this year we have 4 categories. We have the female, the male, the teams, and the masters, we call them. So 45 years and plus. So these are the different categories that you can participate in, and you can choose your category depending on, what you're interested in.
I've kind of I've been trying to find out a little bit about your last year's, but it's got a really good name. You're growing and growing each year, right?
Yep, we're really excited. What made us want to make this year's race the biggest that we've ever done is because of the growth that we've seen. So between the first and the second year, we had, I think, 120% increase in the number of participants. And last year we had to close registration before the race. We had so many last minute messages like, please, can we get in? And so this year we really wanted to make sure that everyone who wants to have a chance to run can run. Yeah. And we've thus far reached about 50% of our capacity, our quota, which is huge considering the race is,
of course,
over a month away.
And everybody says that they leave it to the last minute here, but you haven't. You've been
We've
promoting.
been trying to be, tried to be proactive. And of course, we know, like I was just saying before, that I'm the type of person that when an event comes up, I'm usually in the week before I sign up for it. So we do expect to be a big push in registration or a big number of people registering in November.
Okay.
But it's great to see that people have signed up early. They're planning for it, especially for the race because it's physical. So you want to prep. So people who sign up kind of take it as a challenge as well. Like in the next 2 months, I'm going to prep myself, start a workout routine. And we also ran an early bird discount, which was great. We saw a lot of people register during the discount phase.
Very good.
Yeah.
And the kind of things, so let me kind of ask you, how has it progressed over these last 3? What are the highlights for you over these last 3 years? What have you seen that's changing?
So for us, we've seen one big thing that we're really excited about is the type of people who register. So I think the first year it was very small, people who knew each other would tell their friends to register. Then the second year we saw a diverse array of people from all backgrounds, expats, Qataris, young, old, women, men. So we decided that instead of, just targeting certain groups, we want to be as inclusive as possible.
Yeah.
And I mean, especially driving for women to register. So that's something we're super excited about. Last year we had, a lot of women register. This year we're hoping to get even more to show that this really is an activity that everyone can partake in, and families as well. I forgot to mention that we were having a kids race this year, a kids obstacle course race. So really making it inclusive for anyone who wants to join.
I find this amazing because I'm all for the trying to get communities together, and this is just exactly what you're doing. It's fantastic. It's going to be a great event.
It's exciting. Yeah, we're super excited for it.
Yeah, Aspire Park is going to be busy.
Yep. And I think that's another reason we do it in Aspire is because even if you're not racing, if you want something fun to do on the weekend, if you want to, look at the people or spectate the people that are racing or just take part in the atmosphere and the vibe, it's a great place to do that.
Yeah. And I'm going to say at this stage, if you don't mind me saying, that you've got you're working on this event and you've got your full-time job as well.
Yeah.
So you're running a full-time job and you're putting everything into this as well.
Yeah. It's really like a 200% capacity right now that we're running. But I mean, the reason why the diverse team that's working on it, this is a passion for us. Sports is something we're interested in.
Yeah.
And it's something we see that brings the community together. So that's really why, we're super dedicated to this. And so, yes, it's kind of in our free time. It's a lot of work, but it's also fun at the same time. So,
good. And you said about the team, who's the founders? Who's the ones that brought this up?
So the company right now, besides myself, it has Ahmed Khinji, Khalid Kouari, and it's us three that are kind of, putting all the legwork behind this.
And I think I've picked up one of those, Mr. Al Kouari.
Yes.
He's doing the paddle as well.
Yeah, so they're big paddle aficionados.
Yeah,
it's really like a sports collaboration all around.
When did... Obviously, they believe in this, and it's something that they've got a passion about. Did they realize that they had something on the first one?
So I think it was definitely, there's a small community that partakes in races and obstacle course races. Like it's not, I wouldn't say it's everyone's cup of tea, but I think just seeing the vibe on the first race and seeing how everyone was so excited and people were with their friends and taking pictures, and I think that kind of atmosphere just, led us to believe that this can be something even bigger. Yeah. And I think Qatar has amazing sporting events. We just saw the Anok beach games. Then before that, IAAF. There's this kind of atmosphere for the love of sports in Qatar. So we just really want to contribute towards that and kind of capitalize on the fact that people out there want to have, sporting events.
And people want to, and you I love what you're doing, because for the simple thing, people want to participate.
Yeah.
It's okay watching. Now we need to kind of encourage people to actually take part.
Yeah.
So this is going to be phenomenal. And it's all about the atmosphere that you're going to create.
For sure. And I think, even for me, I went to the IAAF games, and you sit there and you're just fascinated by what these athletes can do. It's just... It's amazing how far, they've pushed themselves and they practice. So I think spectating is the first step. You see it, you get inspired, you get motivated, and then it kind of makes you want to try it. So I think our race is kind of interesting because, we just came off of those games, and it's like you see those people and you get inspired by them. So this is a good goal to set. Even if you have, never worked out a day in your life, set this goal that, okay, Esrar Race is coming in a month and a half. Let me push myself. And if you don't do well, or even if you don't complete the race this year, we're going to be back next year to get ready for.
Okay, so let's get this out of the way really quickly. How do they get to register? Where do they go and register?
So you can go to diverse.qa, which is our website, and you'll see the very first thing that pops up is Esrar Race 2019. Okay. So it'll take you to the event page if you hit register now, and all the information about the different heats, the timings and the rules and regulations, everything is there on the website. Yep. You register online as individual, as a team, or even the kids race, the registration is online. So everything can be done on our website, diverse.qa. We also have our Instagram page, which we're constantly posting updates and even some cool motivational videos. Yep. So that's our Instagram handle is Diverse Qatar.
Oh, that's fantastic. And you're having some good fun with your social media, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we love social media because it connects us to our participants directly. So there was a girl yesterday who just sent us this really interesting thing because there's this Indonesian speed climber who just shattered the women's world record for speed climbing. So we posted it on our page as a motivation. She was fantastic, 15 meters going up in 6.995 seconds. Oh, she looks like a Spider Woman when she's crawling. So people started reacting to the video we posted, and one girl was telling us that there's even exercises for your fingers that these speed climbers practice. So it's just nice connecting to our participants or people who are interested in sports and having a conversation with them.
And the importance of social media, please just cover that, because it's been a big, huge thing for you.
Yeah, I think for us, it's been huge for us because people, when they see pictures of the obstacle course race, they're just fascinated. I mean, stills of someone climbing up a wall or, water coming at them. It looks fun. It's intriguing. So people ask us, what is this? A lot of times we get asked, what level do you have to be to participate? And we just encourage everyone to kind of come out. We also want to make sure that there's representation. So you don't just see, big, strong men competing. We want to make sure that you see, the variety and diversity that is actually alive and that here at our race. So we try to show that through our Instagram page and social media pages as well.
And you were telling me that you've done a competition on there just recently. Is it the same handle? What's your on Instagram?
On Instagram, Diverse Qatar.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's the best place to go to see photos, and share with us your photos if you have any from the race. We'd love to just, get people involved, repost, retag. So whatever, you guys have content out there, it's really interesting to see. A lot of times after races, everyone writes us and they want to see their pictures from the race because it's really nice. When you go on like roller coasters and you take a picture, the pictures come out pretty great.
Oh,
so,
dear me. I suppose you're going to have quite a few photographers on
Oh, yeah, we will. We'll have it on the day. And then, we also have a lot of people that come and have their Snapchats out and recording. So it's fun, even if you're there to spectate, come if you're not sure exactly if you can participate, if you're not there yet, see what we
just
have to offer.
Just cheer people on.
Exactly.
And I suppose that's going to be the biggest thing is just the participation. Whether you're running, whether you're in a team, I would love to get a team up together.
You have
just to be able to get people, get that teamwork going. And
what's cool about the team also? I mean, I would like this because the team, it's cheaper to register as 3. So the prices to register are for individual 365 riyals, and for a team it's 750.
Okay.
So if you get 2 friends, it's a fun activity to do on a Saturday, a bit cheaper if you split it. So it's nice to get a team, and people as teams, it builds a dynamic between your group of friends, because as a team you can help each other over the obstacles.
Yeah, that's what I like.
So if there's a large wall, just give a little bit of rest.
That's what I like. I would need somebody like that.
Yeah. That would be the ideal situation.
Okay, let's kind of I just want to say about the Instagram again. Just say that Instagram again.
The Instagram is Diverse Qatar, DIVERSE Qatar.
Okay, no excuses.
No
You've
excuses.
got all the website, you've got the Instagram, and Instagram is massive here. So please tell your friends.
Yep.
Please.
Thanks.
Okay, and let's talk about some obstacles. Not all of them. Let's not spoil it. But what are the highlight obstacles for you?
So highlight obstacles. So we usually publish the full course map a few days before the race. We do that. A lot of people ask us, they're like, can you send us the course map? What are the obstacles? We do that just to make it fair so that, everyone is seeing the map at the same time and that people aren't, getting an unfair advantage. So some obstacles that we've seen in the past that, everyone loves, the monkey bars, pretty straightforward. They seem easy, but when they're, very long, can be a bit difficult. We've had before walls to climb up, sometimes barrel walls where there's barrels and then you climb up and go down. Sometimes there's a rope climb off a slanted wall. There's other things such as sandbag carries. So sandbags at the bottom of a hill and you have to carry it up the hill and down. So these are some of the favorites or ones that, they're standard. There's 20 obstacles, so there might be a few exciting new ones. There's always been obstacles with water features, which either you love or you hate. They're fun and they're nice when you're going through them, but once you're soaked afterwards, it's a bit, for me personally.
I think it's all good. The ones that I've seen back in the UK is you're going to have to go you've got to go underwater sometimes.
Under the water. So we've had ones where you had to jump in and there's a pool and then you have to climb up a wall after you've jumped into the pool. Yeah. So it's harder. Obviously, you're wet. Your hands are wet. You don't have the traction that you would like to have. So we've had barrels filled with water before that you have to jump in the barrel, then jump out and then climb under low ropes that are stationed. So it's really a test of your endurance, your stamina, your perseverance and persistence, really. Like sometimes you just might be like, I'm wet, I'm tired, but you just kind of have to keep going.
I think with the crowd that you're going to have there's going to be, you're not going to feel like that because the adrenaline is going to be kicking in.
For sure. The adrenaline, even for me, I mean, last time I was present, there was a gentleman who was very old, I think in his early...
Be careful here.
I know, I'm like, I'll just say a gentleman who was very old, but much fitter than I have ever been in my life. And seeing him just like gave me life. I wasn't even running
Yeah.
and I got so excited. And he was encouraging people along that he was kind of passing.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you see someone, you just get encouraged by everything that you see left and right. It's really
Look,
positive.
I think the one thing that I loved about when we first met, the one thing I loved about it was it was all about the kind of camaraderie.
Yeah.
It's all about, because once you get different types, nationalities together, different people coming together and helping and pushing them along a little bit,
Yeah.
that's just magic. That is magic.
It is, and you don't realize, I mean, this is the power of sport at the end of the day. You don't realize how much power is harnessed when you're on a racetrack and you don't know the person next to you and you don't necessarily, even if you're competitive, but if you see someone like lagging behind or, even if you see your friend, just that encouragement it's really great to see also.
There's so many messages that we're sharing today, okay? And for our people that's watching, you're working a double job, okay? You're doing your full-time job and you're putting the effort in afterwards.
Yeah.
Why? Because of all the exciting things that I can see, and everybody can see you getting excited about this race.
Yeah.
You've got to have that. If you want to get on whatever you want to get on in life with, you've got to have those special traits.
Yeah.
And please, you've seen so many today. Okay, there's so many you've seen.
Yeah.
But it's kind of, you've got such big ambitions for this, right?
Yeah.
So what extra are you doing this year?
So this year for us, I mean, to your point, that's so true. If you find something you're passionate about, it's a hobby, but you can turn it into something that, builds bigger than you even imagine. Like for us to target, 1,000 participants this year from where we started we would have thought it was unfathomable. So it's really exciting to be able to see that kind of transform in just a short amount of time. So this year, what we're super excited about, I think number one would be the kids race. So this is something we always wanted to do, but, logistically and then, managing it. But we just really saw the need to kind of, let's get, the kids involved from a very young age.
Yeah.
And also, I think that there's this perception that races in general, obstacle course races, of course, are very specific for one group of people, the gym goers, the very fit, the athletic, and it's not really like a family activity. So we want to show that this could really be a family activity. So we're super excited for the kids race. There's 2 heats for the kids. It's happening at 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. on the day on November 30th. And it's not a race. It's more just like an activity for them to go through a smaller course. Everyone that finishes the race, all the kids that finish the race will get medals. So that's really, a keepsake to have. Yeah. Even for the adults race, anyone who finishes gets a medal. Yeah. So it's nice to have that, that thing to remind you of the race. So I think the kids race is something we're super excited about. I think just the sheer number of participants that are going to be there this year, that will be really excited. I think now we have some big partners on board. We have, Qatar Airways, who's is the exclusive airline partner with us, and the National Tourism Council. So, having that support also just kind of elevates the event itself and makes you think that there's truly a community behind this.
And what I love again is that your kind of your process. You want to bring people in.
Yeah. You
want to bring them from all over the world. Yeah. Come and try. Come and participate.
And I think having the NTC and Qatar Airways on board really helps us with that because, I mean, Qatar, we know the big events that are coming up. IAAF just happened. We want to, really make this the place where sporting events happen and people from the region, from Kuwait, Oman, having them come here is just exciting. And we've had so many Kuwaitis already register. We have a lot of interest from Omani participants. We even have one person coming from the States, 1 or 2, I think, so far. Wow. So quite exciting. We've had, parkour artists or parkour performers or athletes contact us, asking us questions. So it's just crazy how, the word gets out there and it builds a lot of excitement.
And do you ever have that fear of how you feel?
Every day,
no? Yeah.
No, it's not a fear. It's just we want to deliver something memorable. Course. And, people are really looking to have an exciting event or exciting time. So it's just pressure, but it's good pressure, to keep our quality levels up, to make sure everyone that comes has a great experience. We also love feedback. We have loyal, participants every year, and they tell us, this didn't work so well. So could we explore that? For example, the women's heat, there's some women who really want to participate, but they, would like a separate timing. So we've tried to accommodate that by by separating it to the last heat of the day. So we want to hear what people want and then, incorporate it into the event so it can turn out to be as best as possible.
I love your belief. I love all of the team that you've got there working
Thanks.
there. The
Thank you.
belief is incredible because when you take something like this on, and I've just listened to your whole story, and you've got to the stage where you're going in to attract somebody like Qatar Airways to sponsor you. Why? To bring people from all over the world.
Yeah.
America, Kuwait, Oman,
Yeah.
and I'm sure there'll be many more after this one.
Yeah.
It's going to be and the great thing about that I like about this in Qatar is it, even when the embargo was put in place, it's like nobody sat back. Everybody's just pushing forward.
Yeah.
And this is a typical example of saying, hey, listen, we're not going to sit back. We're going on and we're push it as much as possible. So it's credit to you.
Oh.
And then when you look at the tourism, this is going to be huge.
Yeah. We're super excited. And we ourselves, because Kuwait has a great community when it comes to, people into fitness, CrossFit, obstacle course racing. So it'd be great to have that kind of group that's mutually interested in it from Qatar, going to Kuwait for their events, the Kuwaitis coming to Doha for our events.
Yeah.
And you start building a network. And I think that's really important because once people from abroad come and experience something great here, they're repeat participants. So it's good for us as well to establish contacts there.
People will want to get involved. Do you need any volunteers?
We love volunteers.
So,
we actually had a lot of, just yesterday, a family contacted us and was like, me, my sister, and my brother all want to volunteer. And that's super exciting for us to hear because to have interest from, especially the younger population. We have a group now of volunteers that have been with us for some time and we're constantly adding people to them. So if you want to volunteer, please, get in touch with us. Send us a message on Instagram.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you as part of our team. We really consider it all, one big team. Volunteers help with a lot of things. So with, just event logistics. And then even there's some people who want to participate but are too young. So this year, the kids race is for ages 5 to 12. And then the adult race is from 18 and above. If you're 16 and 17 and you want to race, you can with your parents' permission.
Okay.
So there's kind of that group in between that's like, oh, we want to participate, but they're too young. So we encourage them, hey, volunteer with us, see if you like the race, at least come and be part of the team. Hopefully in the next year you can participate or you can tell us what can we do to kind of appeal to your age group.
One of the biggest things that you're going to feel this, I suppose, with the kids this year is when the parents are watching their kids over the line. I do street soccer and to watch, we've had it where there's 170 people standing around one of our pitches, which is incredible because they're very small. But to see those parents and can you imagine when you were a youngster? I can still remember when my uncle came to watch me play in a rugby match. It's like it was the best. I can still remember it now. Do you know? The feeling. So can you imagine what's going to happen on that day? It's going to. I just feel so happy for you. Honestly, it's really and all of you because what you've done is you've gone out there and you've made a difference to so many different people.
We hope so.
I don't know what's going to come next. What's your plans next?
I mean, we have our plans are really to just focus kind of on Esrar because it's exciting, it's fun, and there's a huge community interested in it. Outside of this, of course, we're always open to thinking of new ideas. Races can come in multiple forms, so that's something we're really exploring. There's 5K, 10K, your ultra marathons, and then you have obstacle course racing. We also know there's another side. There's fun runs. There's things that are more casual that really gets people involved of all backgrounds, all ages. So there's a lot of different options that we've talked about. For now, we're kind of sticking to this because it's exciting for us and we know it. So, but who knows what the future may hold.
So it's only just going to get bigger. And the thing that I want to say to people that's listening today is that with what's gone on today is that one thing is this has taken 3 years to get to a very, very, very nice size. Okay. It takes hard work, determination. You're probably going to have 2 jobs to make sure that you can fund yourselves in some way. Okay. But I'm so glad that you've come on today because you're going to show people that what's possible. and through making something that it's going to be really, really special.
Yeah.
I am so chuffed that you came on the show today.
Thank you for having me. It's
Thank
such an
you
honor.
so much.
So great speaking to you.
And I can't wait to participate too.
We're going to hold you to it. We want to see you there. We want to
I'll
see
have-
everybody there.
Yeah. No worries at all. And thank you so much for coming on the show
Thank
today.
you for
It's been a
having me.
pleasure.
It was so exciting.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thank
Cheers
you,
then.
guys.
Thank you. Everybody, thanks for listening. Hopefully see you next week. Come on. Bye for now.